This is Ask Beth Airbrushing. When you first start out, buy cheap paper towels and a bottle of Aquaflow black acrylic paint. I would also recommend the Thayer & Chandler Vega 2000 or Peak Airbrush. Make sure to get a bottle that has a straw and attach it beneath the airbrush. Remember a hose to connect to the airbrush and to the air compressor. Set the air compressor to 80 psi if you want to work on absorbent material. Speaking of air compressors, if you plan to get serious about airbrushing in public, you can get a silent air compressor or use CO2 tanks. But just to let you know, the CO2 tanks can explode and you don't want to breathe that in. Speaking of breathing it in, the paint particles will be on the air and you can breathe that in. It's best to have a fan with a filter blowing away from you. You can get a fan and a furnace filter from Menards. You will need an easel and a piece of mason board. Boards for t-shirts are 24 by 8, 24 by 10, 24 by 12, 24 by 16, 24 by 18, 24 by 23 respectively. Tape a paper towel to a board using masking tape. Now practice a round spot with a tail that tapers to a point. Those are called dagger strokes or rat's tails. This one stroke is used over and over. Thick, then thin. Practice doing that stroke until you mastered it, then do names. And just like writing script, where the letters have thick and thin parts, try to master that. Eventually you want to get into colors and tackle sunsets and silhouettes, but don't buy Aquaflow colors. Use Createx for the translucent colors and Aquaflow for the black and opaque white because they are better and not so messy. With the paint, less is more. The paint can cause too much buildup and become crusty and stick to the board. You can end up getting some of the board on the shirt which doesn't come off. Use Createx paint extender to remedy that situation. It can thin out the paint when layering in the first place. Cleaning. Use Windex to clean the airbrush. Also use paper towels and pipe cleaners. Buy pendant felt and a stencil burner. Make positive and negative stencils. Buy spray adhesive to use with the stencils. All you need is a little bit just to hold it in place while you spray. Remember, less is more. Build up the color one thin layer at a time. That's also how you mix colors. Now masking tape is used to make masks. Just make sure it's secure on the t-shirt or whatever you're spray painting. You also need a good projector to put artwork on t-shirts and a heat press or hand iron and some Teflon sheets. You can then go into painting automobiles, motorcycles, cars, trucks, trailers, airplanes, to name a few. You prepare the surface with a scratchy pad, set the air compressor to 23 to 8 psi to prevent spiderwebbing, and paint your design, then clear coat it. Makeup can easily cover flaws in your skin blending with your pigment. You can make zombies with makeup. Monster masks. Spray paint on latex to add detail. Tattoos. Spray on fake tattoos or cover up real tattoos temporarily. Fingernails. Spray palm trees and sunsets on fingernails with a detailed orientated airbrush. Portraits. Borrow a photo and use a projector to put an image on the canvas. Use dark colors first, then go to light, finally to highlights. Paint with a small amount of PSI because it's a harder surface than an absorbent t-shirt, and paint can spiderweb. Models like the size of toys, airplanes, dinosaurs, and cars, to name a few. Pumpkins. Why not spray and paint spooky pumpkins for Halloween? Shoes. Spray on canvas shoes like Converse. Pillowcases. Spray designs like beach scenes with romantic sunsets and name design of two lovers. Tote bags and purses with flowery designs? Yeah, why not? Hats, the kind that snap in the back, could have name designs. Just anything to paint. And that's it. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.